Hey guys, what's up? I'm Kyle. I live in Detroit, Michigan. I have a thing called nonverbal learning disability, which affects all aspects of my life: physical, mental, emotional, social, pretty much all of those different O's that I can't think of. Odds are it affects them, and I'm kind of here to talk about the challenges and stuff about them. Because at first glance, I'm quote unquote normal, although 10 seconds into that, I'm the weirdest fuck you'll ever meet in your life. Then again, that's relative to what you think of being weird. That sounds kind of weird. It really kind of affects how I do in one of the key things is that my verbal IQ is much higher than my written IQ, I think it's called. Something like that. Where basically it's one of those situations where I will explain to you a theory of something that I've got to a teacher or something like that, or like an idea, and it will sound like amazing to them at least, like whatever. But when it comes to write it down, this is basically what happens. Da 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 da. That shit gets done, and I end up getting a C on it, and they're like, "What happened here?" And I'm like, "I can't help it. The only way I could do it is if I had if I spoke into it and wrote out the text." And unfortunately, that doesn't work all the time because those voice things suck. Another one of the keys is physical. In fourth through sixth grade, I played the viola, but the only problem was that my fingers were never able to move fast enough for the notes. So essentially, I ended up miming through the whole thing, like during like performances or things like that. Although it kind of got me in trouble during the solo bits, which is why I dropped out of sixth grade. I said, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this anymore." The fact is that, or like when it comes to like catching balls and stuff, like if you ask me to catch like this, I don't have a ball anyway, so I'm just using this. And like I tried to catch it and stuff. 9 times, see, out of 10, I'll miss it. Unless it's like literally, or not even like it's 5 inches away from me. Odds are I'll miss it. Although I have improved greatly with that. I did sailing that did help my fine motor skills and stuff, like my hands and stuff. It got me able to grip things hard. That sounds kind of wrong. Um, Socially, I'm really kind of I have two settings. Either one, hyperactive and manic and joyous, or two, don't talk to me because I'll bite your head off. And one of the key things for me is that I do not do well with being the first one to approach someone, even if they look like the nicest guy in the world. I will just kind of be like, and then I'll just kind of like shut down because that's kind of exhausting for me. Unless someone is the first one to walk up to me and say, "Hi, I'm John," or whatever the hell your name is. Which is why for me being social and stuff, it's really kind of like difficult for me. Although it comes to being online social, like talking with people on like chat and stuff, I'm pretty good with that. Um, it affects my mental health as well because one of the keys is depression and anxiety, and I got officially diagnosed with depression when I was a freshman in high school. Although I feel like I probably had for years beforehand. Not sure. The fact that pretty much like I was completely emotionally shut off from the rest of the world really showed that there was something wrong at that point with me. And overall, I did get medical help. Like I see a therapist every once in a while. Um, I'm on a few meds and stuff to help combat it. Although lately I have been off of them, owing to the fact that I've been able to handle myself in situations better. Although there will be some parts of my life that will never change, like my motor skills. Like you can't really see it, but my hand always has a constant shake to it, which prevents me from like doing things like drawing a straight line, doing a design for an illustration class. which sucks because I'm currently in one of those. Oh, well, that's for my major, so gotta deal with that anyway. Overall, nonverbal learning disability is one of those things where it affects me, but I try to not let it take over me. Like, for an example, I read in a book, like, that was very early diagnosis, that apparently kids with nonverbal learning disability, I'm not going to disclose the name of the book because I feel like it would be liable if I told who wrote it, is that kids with NLD will end up doing nothing with their lives and, like, commit suicide. Yeah, that guy can go fuck himself, personally. Like, I've taken great strides and stuff about it. Like, like, I have a girlfriend, I work part-time, I go to college, I'm trying to save up, keyword trying, to save up for my own place, hopefully one day. I hope to move to Florida for a Disney intern program, and if it all goes well, next year I'll be in Florida for the winter, which is going to be so nice. Sure, mind you, the people are crazy and I might get shot, but it's Florida. It's sunny. It's warm. I'm not complaining. The fact that I constantly seem to surprise even myself with what I'm able to do is what makes me happy. And I know fully well that if I don't use my nonverbal learning disability as an excuse, I'll end up being truly happy. And thanks. Hopefully you guys found this semi-informative. I'll probably post a link explaining more of it on the description below. Alright, bye.